can just maneuver there while the natural expansion, the bunker and marines inside the bunker alongside a couple of turrets are going to help defend. There's the mutants always not going to be too successful. Hatcher actually managed, was that the 9 o'clock or was that? Yeah, I think it was the 9 o'clock position where the Hatcher actually managed to put down despite the mine being in position. That's kind of hacks. Mutant's going to come in there, catch the tanks in the open. 1, 2, is it going to be 2? No, not quite managed to get 2 tanks. Almost managed to get 2 tanks. Might actually go in for the kill here. Is going to go for the kill, pick off 2 tanks. Not that many. I don't think a single mutant died there, but Fantasy, unfortunately, losing 2 Karen boosters, I think, would have actually helped him fight this back much better. But the Goliath's not quite managing just to focus down those mutants. So Calm playing absolutely beautiful game here. Not going to allow a tech switch, but not going to allow tech switch from Fantasy. I'll switch back into what the hell? How did that hat trick come down? I think it planted a little bit out of position to actually plant itself despite the mine. Muto's going to yet again go for this natural expo, going to pick off a turret. Now going to start engaging the SCVs, continue doing this economic damage, and if he keeps doing that, it's really a lot that he can accomplish with this. Goliaths finally do have some Charon boosters up, the Charon booster upgrades up there. Weapons 1 upgrade, the medic marines as well, and medics and support. So he's going to be able to fight back these moves a little bit. If Calm does not keep getting a huge number of them, going to go for the tank yet again. Is it going to be able? Yes, going to pick off us. Oh man, 3rd tank get picked off. Did lose I think a couple of mutas in that engagement, but this just means that with lack of tanks, those Hydras are going to be much more effective if he still plans on using them. Huge. Well, look at that. 10 lurkers, I think, morphing a huge amount of lurkers, but he's going to have. Okay, that was a lower left-hand position, natural expansion, the lower left-hand. So Calm's planning on taking the entire southern side of the map, and he could actually manage to do that with the position he's in overall. In a very strong position overall, I gotta say, for himself. See, Muto's still actually, trying to get picked off by Goliaths. Might actually manage to do it on the other side. Muto's going to go for this base of Fantasies. Fantasy's still on 2. Well, Calm's already going to be mining off 4 bases, so Fantasy pretty far behind at this point. Muto's going to go get an. Oh man, they're going to find himself an open field at the production line. Now they're going to spot the starport, going to delay that starport. So Science is going to be a little bit late, going to go in there, try to do some damage. Is actually going to back off. Did I almost say black off? Dear God, that would have been awful. And I actually did say it anyway. Oranchin, you racist bastard. So let's see. Lurkers have weapons 1 upgrades at this point. Hive going to be on the way. Calm going to be able to afford this off 4 gas. Defilers and lurkers and lings and hydras. Might be some hydras there to help against those Goliaths. But yes, still Calm definitely in a strong position. Fantasy's going to have to basically go out there, kill Calm's entire army, go to this lower left hand, pick off that base. He needs to pick off that base. Needs to prevent that entire lower left-hand position from being picked up. Really needs to do some damage. Their science vessels are all going to be out there. He's going to need them. They're going to be really necessary. 4th and 5th barracks in the way as well. But he really needs a 3rd base of his own. Not quite sure whether he's going to try to go for the 12 or for the 3 o'clock position. 3 o'clock position a little bit closer, but definitely closer to Calm. So a little bit more risky position there. Although it can be well fortified against ground troops because of that 1 small ramp, you can kind of plant some tanks on there and abuse that, but still not very good defensible positions. A little bit further away from the Zerg at the 12 o'clock position for him, so he might decide to go for that position instead. We're going to see. Still a bunch of lurkers out there waiting around the middle, just waiting for something to kill Calm. Really quite a large amount of forces, and once he gets his defilers out there, he will be able to do a hell of a lot of damage. Mutalists meanwhile gonna go, oh man, catch Fantasy right on, oh god, catch him right on top of the SCV line. That's gonna be a huge amount of damage. That's gonna be a huge, look at all those SCV dying. I don't even want to know how many kills the have. Few Marines coming here to try to support. They're all going to go down. SCV just being ripped to pieces. Fantasy in absolute horrible position. Still trying to fight this back, but no medic support. Goliath is going to be forced to come back home here to force those Mutas back. The Mutas have done so much damage. Fantasy is still on 2 bases. Now his main is hardly mining at all. So Calm just now has to play at a short waiting game. Just starve Fantasy. God, I keep losing myself. Huge amount of Zerglings to support those Lurkers. He's going to go for a full-on attack. There are some tanks spread out, though. We're going to see the Lurkers find a good position. Scan goes off. No signs of the support. Mutaskin there again. All the Zerglings are going to run up in a huge amount. A wave of Zerglings. Lurkers and Zerglings coming in from the back as well. Even more Zerglings streaming up. They're going to get all the way north. Comp is going to go for the final blow right here. Some Lurkers even more burning down. Some Hydras as well. Zerglings on the ground. So even more Zerglings coming in from the left side. Not quite sure if he has quite enough forces. Just has to unburden those Lurkers and get right across that bridge, but pushing Fantasy back all the way, picking off all of his tanks, a huge amount of his forces. Just right now has Goliath to fight back. Lurker's going to burrow down, pick off that huge amount of Lurkers right across that bridge. So he's going to he's gonna have a very nice contain on Fantasy's natural expansion right now. Devourer going to be on the way. Devourer man ready, about now. So we'll be seeing Calm pick up the lower left-hand base. He's going to be on 5 soon enough. Still mining fully on those 4 bases. Oh man, just so far ahead economically. Larger troop count, overall superior position, getting some Scourge out there. Huge amount of workers, even more workers being morphed. He can afford all this. And he's on 4 bases and he's not gunning for ultras. He's playing smart. He doesn't need ultras at this point. He could to go in, just finish this off, but he can do this with what he has on the ground. Just keep getting those lurkers. Just when the lurkers are in such a high amount, there's no way Medic Marines can kill those. Just the lurkers will rip them to pieces. Still some tanks out there for Fantasy. Scourge gonna try to come in. Oh, managed to get one hit. Science desperately stays alive. Oh god, I'm commentating after work and my mind is just. Need a cup of tea or some booze or something. I don't know. Marines alongside Science is going to move downwards here. Oh god, are they going to engage these lurkers? I think. Never mind the Science vessel. Yeah, instantly some Medic Marines dying there. Just Fantasy in no way, shape, or form has anything to engage. Calm going to make sure he doesn't pick up the 3 o'clock. Fantasy not going to be able to expand at the 12 either. He's not expanding even. Losing some of his Zerglings to mine and mines at the right side. But at this point, Fantasy has a little bit of a troop out there outside his base. I think Calm could just move in with the lurkers from 2 positions alongside Zerglings. Just kill right now. Oh god, Consume is ready for those Defoulers, so that's going to be it. He's going to go for the killing blow right now. A couple of Dark Swarms. Lurkers coming in. That's going to be it. We're going to see 1 Dark Swarm. Is there going to be a second one? Is going to push all the way up. Lurkers coming in. Not quite burrowing. They are going to burrow right now. Second Dark Swarm going to come on top of that. Tanks. Is it going to be able to get a 3rd Dark Swarm close to those tanks? Lurkers going to barrel in from the left side. Medic Marines desperately trying to micro here. Fantasy losing still a lot of forces, losing the last of his tanks. A few Medic Marines up there alive, but even more forces streaming upwards for Fantasy, for Calm. I'm sorry. Scourge gonna try to catch these sides. So 1 side goes down. Second one, oh, not quite goes down. Not quite goes down. Nice English. 2 silences out there, but almost no troops for Fantasy. Calm, meanwhile, not gonna pick up that lower left-hand base. Should be mining for him already. Yeah, already just now starting mining. 5th gas. He might even go for ultras at this point, but I'm not quite sure if he really needs to. He 2-2 upgrades. So Fantasy's ahead in upgrades, but not really helping him out at this point. He's just getting those upgrades because he can't, do anything else. He does not have. He's playing on 2 bases against a 5-base Zerg. Do the math. Oh dear lordy. Not that many upgrades out there for Fantasy. Actually, only 1 carapace and 1 weapons, but still, he's gonna manage to do this with this. It's fine. Sacrificing some of these lurkers up there at the front, not for really nothing. Just has to keep that position. Kind of breaking a contain a little bit, Fantasy. Engaging those lurkers and just losing his Medic Marines. What are you doing, Fantasy? Too many lurkers. Got to try to engage yet again. Might actually lose it again. Observers, actually. Yeah, not focusing off the lurkers. 4 lurkers. Okay, 3 lurkers. Going to try to get close in these Medic Marines. They're actually... Oh, no, I thought... Oh, God, slaughtering all those Medic Marines. Fantasy. Oh, the position this guy is in is horrible. No. Outplayed. Absolutely outplayed by Calm. He's going to stream across the bridge. Dark Swarms. Never mind the irradiates. Lurkers being irradiated. You want to... Tanks in the Dark Swarm. They're just desperately going to try to run for their lives and denied, killed. Desperately going to try to siege up across the bridge, but at this point, Calm is on the bridge. Still going to have more reinforcements streaming in. Just wait for more Dark Swarms. Then he's going to be able to get all the way to the National Expo. Fantasy still only on 2 bases. Even more forces streaming up right now, and just one final push here by Calm is going to end this. Get some more irradiates. Managed to get 1 irradiated before it dies. Still trying to irradiate some of those lurkers, but I think at this point Calm's going to stream all the way. Is it going to have is it going to have... Yeah, I think was that 2nd Dark Swarm came on top of the other Dark Swarm, so lurkers actually... Zerglings coming in very in close, but I think actually it's going to be the final push here for Calm. I don't see any Defoulers out there, so I'm not quite sure if there's going to be another Dark Swarm, but I think he just has enough lurkers at this point. Yeah, there you go. Dark Swarm, lurkers, and GG for Fantasy. Knocked out. Oh, Fantasy just no luck lately. Never mind OSL. Just MSL not his stage. But Calm definitely showing that he wants a repeat of his Avalon MSL run. He wants another title. So, and they might actually do that. What with STX finally STX is now have decent white uniforms, while it's now the Thompson Khan that has the wacky, weird, what the hell uniforms. But anyway. That's going to be the end of that. I'm going to take a short break before I'm bringing you guys the rest. I have one more group, one more matchup to do, but my mind seems to be a little bit like that. So when it's like that, the quality kind of goes plummets. So gonna take a short break and then bring your guys to rest. GG guys, right now, that's listening. Hope you enjoyed.